Have you ever wondered about that Vevo name that sits on the bottom corner of every music video you have ever watched on YouTube? From Maroon 5 Sugar to Justin Bieber Peaches, the Vevo mark is almost everywhere. In fact, out of the 10 most viewed music videos on YouTube, 7 of them are from Vevo. There was even a time when the official channels of the most popular artists had the word Vevo attached to their literal name. Justin Bieber, Vevo; Rihanna, Vevo; Eminem, Vevo; Taylor Swift, Vevo; One Direction, Vevo; Adele, Vevo. Vevo used to have 26 separate channels with over 10 million subscribers each. They used to get 25 billion views per month. The question that comes to my mind is, what is Vevo? And what happened to these Vevo channels? Because as of now, the Vevo name has disappeared from their official channel name. I think we should take a deep dive into the Vevo world. Vevo stands for Video Evolution. It does make a little sense when you think about it that Vevo brought the video evolution from music to the internet. It is an American multinational video hosting service started as a joint venture among three major companies on June 16, 2009. I'll come back to these record companies later in the video. Let us first clear out what is a record label company. These labels are the managing giants of all the music you have ever listened to. A record label is a brand or a trademark of music and the videos. Simply, the company that owns it all. They do a bunch of more stuff like managing the brand and trademark, coordinating the production, manufacturing, distribution, marketing, promotion, and enforcement of copyright for the music, while also conducting talent scouting and development of new artists. You get the idea. Now let's come back to Vevo. Vevo is a joint venture founded by three major record companies: Universal Music Group, Sony Music Entertainment, and EMI Records. Warner Music Group also became a licensed partner in 2016. Basically, the biggest player in the music industry came together and founded a new company called Vevo, and they jointly own the rights to almost all the music videos out there. The newly formed company turned to Google and signed an agreement. Google will host their videos on YouTube and split the profit with them, and if you didn't already know, YouTube is owned by Google. Vevo started with the vision of dominating the world, owning the rights to world's most famous artists and the music. They started a music streaming website, Vevo.com, where you could find all the official music videos that exist. They also launched a companion app to go along with the website. The business model was pretty simple. Vevo released the video on YouTube, and as all videos on YouTube, they earn money through advertisers, of which YouTube gets a cut and Vevo earns the rest. Vevo's share gets split between the owner and the artist. The model worked pretty well, and all parties seemed to be happy with the arrangement, and we as viewers got free music videos. YouTube versus Vevo. YouTube already had a massive user base. Therefore, Vevo needed YouTube for providing viewers in the early phases. But later, their website, Vevo.com, was attracting a lot of users too. It had all the songs, and the site was clean, beautiful, and easy to use. They also had plenty of advertisers on the website, and they weren't splitting the revenue with anyone. Yup, we got the same thought. Vevo.com could potentially become the next music video hub. Vevo could easily make all the music videos exclusive to Vevo.com and cut off YouTube from the equation. They had all the variables in place. Vevo had the rights to the music video and also a good platform to launch music. But as you can tell, for better or worse, that didn't happen. Because let's face it, building a big, valuable digital video asset that won't be dependent on YouTube and Google would be a tough thing for any company in any circumstance, even a joint venture between Sony and Universal. Vivo accepted the fact that they were better off putting almost all their eggs in YouTube's basket and signed a new contract with YouTube in 2018. Terms of the deal as well as the timing of the agreement were not disclosed publicly. But from what we know, Google agreed to invest a lot of money in Vivo and in return hold the rights of the videos exclusive to YouTube. Vevo.com stopped streaming music videos on their website, and the word Vevo was removed from all the channels owned by Vevo and merged into the YouTube system. And instead, Vevo decided to concentrate on expanding its international presence and invest in creating original music related content to grow its library of official music videos. Meanwhile, this is the outcome YouTube has always wanted. It knows music videos are incredibly valuable to its users and advertisers, so it wanted to make sure they stayed on YouTube. They have always resented to cut deals only with Vivo instead of working with the labels directly. This is why YouTube and Vivo have always had strained relationship. Of course, no one from the labels or YouTube or Vivo will say this out in public, but some of them continue to insist off the record that things were groovy. And eventually, you can connect all the dots and get a clear picture that spells it all out. Like this leaked note from a former YouTube executive after the 2018 deal. Consider it an anonymous victory dance. I quote, "The entire hope for Vivo from YouTube's perspective when it launched was that it would be successful enough to keep the labels from taking down their music and launching a competitor, but not so successful that it ultimately was a better destination than YouTube. Huge success for YouTube." This was an existential threat that was prevented by a smart business development. YouTube needed Vivo to exist for just long enough to become so popular that labels had no leverage anymore. Unquote. There you have it, the story of biggest record label companies trying to compete against and stand out from the internet giants. Would you go to a different website like Vevo.com to watch your favorite music videos? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to read your opinion. Please like the video if you found it informative, it'll help us a lot. We have new videos set out to release every week on interesting stories from the business and brand world. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out our next video.